Hello everyone, this is Future Geo here. And I have an honest question for you about a WWE 2K23 mode. What is the whole point of MyFaction? Like, not only is 2K Games is getting their money from the game itself, which should give them enough money to produce WWE 2K24, but they add more ways to get their grimy hands on the dollar signs, and that way is MyFaction, a mode that nobody likes across platforms. MyFaction is like Satan's little minion, being sent into the revived WWE 2K series to cause chaos in the community, and giving you the 7 deadly wrestling sins: lust, greed, pride, wrath, gluttony, sloth, and envy. MyFaction is probably more hated than the atrocious WWE 2K15 and the glitchamania WWE 2K20, in a total span of 2 whole years, which is saying a lot. Probably more hated than Seth vs. The Fiend in Hell in a Cell. Lol. MyFaction sucks in general. And the only reason this useless mode is in the WWE 2K games is because O2K, the money-hungry company that milks the NBA and WWE for what they're worth. The fact that MyFaction main reason for being made was to make more money is sad, because it turns out that the multi-million company needs some extra change to support their game for over a year.
Spare change, man.
Too bad they have no money to continue the servers up to a year. Okay, quitting this BS. They have enough money and yet they wanna act like Electronic Arts with these microtransactions cards. Oh, card packs, coins and more. Great, woohoo. More ways to spend money instead of buying the useless Bad Bunny pack. It's not like it's gonna be gone soon. Too bad that they lock content. Oh wait, that's number 2. Locking content is bad, but making that one of the points to play the mode is worse. Check what's the status or WWE 2K's Twitter and they'll mostly say this: add the locked content into the base game. We're missing 2011 The Miz, Rookie Seth, action figure John Cena, and fucking hell even the giant Astral Lily. All of those exclusives into the base game. If not, all those exclusive wrestlers to be erased from the game when the servers shut down. It's gotten so bad that people are willingly gonna spend their money if they make it DLC. That's how much they want the exclusive wrestlers. Now the only way to get them is waiting for a hacker to get into the files and upload it to community creations. But unfortunately, some model like action figure John Cena doesn't work outside of MyFaction, and unfortunately, the wasted models will help number 3 in this list. With the amount of 2K spend on MyFaction is worrying. New exclusives, new cards, packs, it's all focused on MyFaction and only MyFaction. It certainly doesn't help the dev team is looking more on faction instead of glitches and common bugs that are in the game. For example, trios in universe mode, or even the entire online mode, where online can't even hold for players, where it crashes and burns like the women's tag team champions. Multiple people from Reddit, Instagram, and even Twitter all reported problems, but sadly 2K is focused on MyFaction, and unfortunately, well, at least 2K is making a timeline to show all the new content they're showing. Oh wait, what's this? It's all fucking MyFaction content. It's sickening that this is what 2K devs are focusing on instead of the game itself. And it sucks even harder when you realize that in the end it all disappears. As writing and producing this video, WWE 22 recently got announced that in January 3, 2024, WWE 22 will get the servers shut down forever. And I'm gonna bet this video will be published after my birthday in November. That's basically 1 month left until 22 gets shut down. And the fact you can't enter MyFaction menu without internet means that once January comes, all the cards, models and all the money you spend will all go to waste. So what's the whole point? We will never know until January comes, but let's be hopeful 2K will end this garbage mode in the near future.